With Cosmo, it was one of the most challenging characters, and it seems so simple, but it's not, because every look, it's the looks and the moments of suspension where you feel the inner dialogue within that character without any words. So it's a challenging character, but it's a really beautiful one too, because it's very pure.
We finally get to see Millie Bobby Brown once again before her last appearance as her well-known character, Eleven, in Stranger Things Season 5.
So now you need to find out, well, who is your character? Let's play with emotion. So now we're talking about animating. You've got to look develop it, which means, okay, how does it behave under light?
Before the final season of Stranger Things arrives, though, Millie Bobby Brown stars in one of the most expensive films ever made, The Electric State.
The motion capture, we sort of debated as how we should go about doing this. In talking with the brothers, it was decided that they wanted to go at a faster pace, much more from the hip. So instead of calculating position optically, it's recording acceleration and integrating velocity to position to work out where this thing is.
Yes, you heard that right. This Netflix film cost over $300 million to produce. More on that later.
We have these motion capture performers actually in the scenes with us, and they've spent months and months preparing physical movements that will support the creation of these mechanical creatures when the movie is finished.
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: what was Millie Bobby Brown's last project she starred in before this? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around till the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
They're cute. The robots are cute. They're like service robots. They're the kind of robots that, you know, would serve you ice cream or be vending machines or help you change your tire. And then there's this big robot uprising, and they basically get decimated by the human army and get relegated to this X zone. It's really complicated, but extraordinary, and even though it has all these robots, it's deeply rooted in humanity.
Netflix's brand new sci-fi movie, The Electric State, garnered plenty of attention ahead of its March 14th release date, but part of that attention was due to its reportedly staggering budget.
Smiling even though the physical emotions were clearly sad, and suddenly it was like, this will be so much better, A, if he doesn't talk, and let's just leave the face alone, because somehow it's more emotional that he's got this kind of slightly psychotic grin all the time.
Mission accomplished.
There are a number of reasons why the Electric State's budget is so high, although one of the most prominent is likely the robots that are so heavily featured in the movie.
So just being loose, just like trying to relax.
Don't hurt him. During this production, you kind of have to do one take with her and one take without her, and as soon as they take her away, I'm like, no. Anytime they take her away, I just imagine her and the faces she pulls.
As mentioned, the Electric State is an alternate 1990s which has a retro-futurism aesthetic. Part of that includes innumerable robots, all of which are brought to life with CGI and or motion capture. This alone would have had a significant financial demand.
What we're doing always is inserting artificial content into production photography. So we have to completely emulate the environment if we stand a chance of integrating into that scene. If we're filming with the performer in the scene, they're going to be occluding the background where they shouldn't be. If our robot has a hole in its chest, for instance.
One of those robots being Cosmo. The life of the film's character, Michelle, played by Millie Bobby Brown, is appended when she's visited by Cosmo, a sweet, mysterious robot who appears to be controlled by Christopher, Michelle's genius younger brother, whom she thought was dead.
But with Cosmo, my process with it was just almost eliminating everything, like just letting go of the expectation of trying to be a robot and just really listen to what's happening in the scene.
She was Cosmo for me. She expressed so much emotion.
As I share my excitement for this film, I want to mention we are currently doing a giveaway. Share what you were most excited for with this project, and the best comment will win a $25 Fandango gift card where you can purchase a full movie with added bonus features. Comment down below and one winner will be chosen. Of course, Cosmo doesn't really need to make mechanical sense in either the graphic novel or the feature film, given the flights of physics fancy regularly found in both mediums. But Anthony and Joe Russo, the film's directors, wanted to ground their movie in reality, even more so given the story's 1990s setting.
Does it speak to us on a personal level? Do we feel like there's something in it that is speaking to our current anxieties about where the world is, or our questions about what's happening to us collectively? We like epic storytelling, and epic storytelling often encapsulates this zeitgeist in terms of what's happening in a moment.
Joe and Anthony Russo make their return for this film before they make a comeback into the Marvel Universe, and we get an inside look from them on what they made of this film. The thing that spoke to us immediately was humanity's relationship to technology and the sort of complexity and danger inherent in that relationship, Anthony said. That issue is so timely right now. The youth, particularly, are struggling with it, perhaps even more than adults.
This graphic novel is intensely visual, and there's some haunting images in it, some beautiful images in it. And each of those images, when we looked at the book, held a story. And it inspired us to find the story and craft it and build it out. That's a really exciting way to incept a movie.
There's something very emotionally powerful in this idea of a family that was separated by war, where a sister is going on a quest through this broken landscape to find her brother, who she hopes is still alive, Anthony said.
It was one of the best scripts I've ever read. I read the script, it was wildly original. Of course, it's based on original IP. It was a film that was so inventive and so beautiful, and to be able to join something like this, to work with the Russo brothers again.
This is as big of a CG movie as we've ever made, said Joe. The challenge is that you have to find a way to translate a performance to the other actors on set so they're reacting properly in scenes, and then you have to translate that performance to an audience. That takes a team effort.
Hello, I'm Chris Pratt.
And I'm Millie Bobby Brown.
We're here on the set of The Electric State, and we're surrounded by nostalgia. These are all things that I recognize from my childhood, which hanging out with Millie has reminded Billy. Your name's Millie Bobby Brown, right?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
During an interview, Chris Pratt spoke about how he compared his character to Peter Quill. He kind of feels like Peter Quill could have been if he didn't get picked up and go to space, but instead lived through a robot war and went on the run with his friend Robot.
Me now. Hi, I'm Michelle Green. Love you, babe. I got here at 9:45 and I was ready for 10 o'clock.
And you came right to the set, and what happened?
And you guys weren't ready for me.
He was lying. She did not get here at 9:45. She got here at 9:46.
Gladly, this won't be the last time we see both of them. Of course, we can't wait to see her again in Stranger Things Season 5, but as far as Chris Pratt, his next roles contribute to Mercy and Way of the Warrior Kid.
And it was his confidence that just made him like so attractive to anyone around him, you know, from as I remember it. Now, so when I was building this character out, I was like, who would that guy be in the 80s? And then give it a post-apocalyptic world, and then give it some time and let him kind of be past his prime, and where would he end up and what would he look like?
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, as we can see from her many appearances on Netflix, her last one was Damsel, where she played the supposed damsel in distress, but with a twist after she was thrown in a cave with a dragon as a sacrifice.
I just remember ever since watching them, I was like, I really want to work with them. They just feel like the bigger kind of movies. And I was really excited about that. And then my dad brought me the script and I couldn't turn it down.
Just the way she emotes certain things, she helped me get through so many scenes.
I love doing regression work, which is basically you just go back to being a kid. That's what Cosmo is.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite, and what did you think about this film?
This is the Big Mouth Billy Bass.
I don't understand the purpose of it. Like, I don't...
You'll learn this the more time you spend in the USA. Our tastes are incredibly refined for the things which we consume. What else do we got here?
Do you like football?
Oh, I like football, but this is not a football. That's a soccer ball.
Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
what aspect of the characters we're interested in exploring. In the case of the Electric State, we responded most strongly to this idea of the relationship between humanity and technology and the complexity of that relationship. Sort of the dangers involved in that relationship, but also the wonder that's possible there.